So, hi guys, welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today, we're doing a 4-pack unboxing video of Rumbleslam, because any of you who follows our Rumbleslam regularly will realise it's been put a bit on the back burner recently due to time constraints, while we did all the Doctor Who based unboxing videos and painting tutorials and things like that. Now, it's in no way based on that we like one game more than another. It was just time restraints, and it's much quicker to make an unboxing video than it is to do a full playthrough of Rumbleslam. That being said, Friday night Fight Night will be returning this week, and we will be putting up some singles matches throughout the week, which you'll be able to find out information about on our Twitter, on our Instagram, and also we will be posting them in the Rumbleslam Facebook group. If you're not already a part of that, I suggest you join it because it's fantastic. You'll see a load of cool ideas. Also, the guys who make the game are actually on there as well, so you see like the new cards and stuff get posted and previewed up there. Definitely worth a look. But anyway, we're going to dive right into it today. So we've got 4 individual special characters, so we're just going to hit on them one at a time. This guy, cheeky guy there, boom, look at that on the back as always. Tavern, and you can get these direct from TTCombat, or you can also pick them up from your normal bricks and mortar based store. So clear base there with the blue filament on. Please don't be like us and remember to take it off. Nice bit of foam which can be used for other things. Foam's always handy to keep. Now I really like these clamshell packets because they protect, but at the same time they're also really easy to open. I hate when you've got a clamshell that you have to cut. Look at him there. The detail, as always, on these models is exquisite. A bit of flash on the bottom, you always get that with these guys most of the time, but for the most part, I think that's something you can forgive quite easily. Especially if you're from the olden days of metal models and having to file off half of it, and things like that. But the detailing on these models, as we've said so far, with the Rumbleslam models, they have all been fantastic. They all look really, really good. Here's me obsessively trying to take that green bit of plastic off now when I should be showing you guys the next model. What we're going to do is we are going to have a brief look at the card. I don't want to go too much into it. I don't particularly like showing off all the details on the card because I feel that, you know, it's TTCombat's product. You guys should buy it and have a look. You can see the cards on their website, I believe, though, so you know, if you did want more information on a specific character, you can always go and look at it there. But yes, so as always, flip them across. Boom. Tavern. He's attack, 1 gold, 2 copper. Defense, 2 silver, 1 copper. Grapple, 2 silver. And dexterity is 1 silver plus 1. It's got a weight of 2, a pop of 1. And a throw of 3. So he's a really, really cool character. He's costing you 275k though. 4 actions, 3 movement. He is a dwarf after all, so his cheeky little legs. And then on the back we'll see here he's got a grab action. He has an aerial attack. His crowned pleaser automatically passes his next dazed roll. And then he has drunk, which I think is a really cool rule. At the start of each round, before rolling for initiative, this wrestler takes a hit from a brawl attack with 0 damage and the day's special rule. This wrestler also takes -1 damage from all brawl attacks to a minimum of none, and is immune to the day's special rule when it comes from any other source. So that's really, really cool. It's very characterful, you know, he's got the tankard there, and he's a bit of a drunk. So it's really, really nice. Again, it's just adding a little more to these wrestlers than just rolling dice. And obviously he's a Kaiser Palace model. Won't go too much into him because I want you guys to watch when we actually do some matches with him and see him perform in action then. The next guy, this is the guy I really, really wanted, which is Chuck. Now, Chucks are fantastic. I love clowns in general. I love the whole ethos and scary kind of mythology that's been built up around them. If you're watching things like American Horror Story, The Cult at the moment, you'll see clowns are quite prevalent in that. obviously my deep love of clown-based wrestling / music. And then if you're following it, which is becoming somewhat of a box office smash at the moment in British and American cinemas, probably around the rest of the world, but I don't have friends in any of those places, so they don't tell me. But anyway, back to this. This is Chuck. Some actual gluing needs to be done on this, but I don't mind that. I've got the glue, I've got the patience. Well, I don't have the patience, but I have the glue. Tiny bits of flash again, but not a lot. But this model is beautiful. Look at that. I mean, this will go up on our Instagram. This is probably going to be one that gets painted quite quickly onwards. Because again, it's one that I've wanted for a while. It's important to note with Rumbleslam, I missed the Kickstarter for it, which I'm really good for. Basically, I got sent a link to it about a week after the Kickstarter had finished, so I didn't get the Kickstarter. So I'm having to wait for models to be released as and when they're actually released. So it means that I get to see the characters just as soon as they arrive. I haven't had these for months lying around or anything like that. And as always, with all of our unboxing videos, I like to watch it. I like to actually unbox it for the first time when I'm with you guys. So you see exactly what we see. So any excitement or disappointment is genuine. It's not something that's just forced in there to make it look real. So anyway, I'll stop babbling and we'll get into the look of the card itself. So there he is, Chuck. Attack 2 gold +1, so he's a hard hitter. Defense 2 silver, grapple 2 silver +1, and then the dexterity 2 gold. So he's going to be a activate first kind of guy. Weight of 2, pop of 2, throw of 2. So his throw isn't significantly large, but he's more of a beatdown character from the look of it anyway. 4 actions, 4 movement, and he's 300k. And he's from the Gamora den. So let's have a look. He's got a rope attack. He's got an aerial attack. As I don't like to go into the attacks too much because you guys can buy it and see for yourself. Or you can check on TTCombat's website. They now have a specific Rumbleslam website as well. I'm assuming it would be rumbleslam.com. You can find it on TTCombat's website. I linked to it anyway. Or on the Facebook group. So here you go, he's a heel, so he has a boo for a crowd pleaser. Pick an enemy wrestler and immediately move them up to 3 squares. That wrestler also gains -1 movement point counter. So that's really good. It fits in with him sort of being an ominous character and quite scary. But also maybe he's got some kind of hypnotic thing going on, because it doesn't say you have to move them 3 squares away. You can move them closer. But then he's got 2 sort of passive traits. One is High Flyer. This wrestler may spend up to its remaining movement points to increase the range of a turnbuckle attack by the amount of movement points spent. And then he has Buzzed. Anytime this wrestler is instructed to gain a dazed counter, it gains a knockdown counter instead. Ooh, don't like the sound of that. But also, again, it fits that sort of characterful nature. But yes, I'm really looking forward to getting him on the table. And then the next one we're going to look at, boom, is Jester to go with Chuck. So Jester's another character that I've wanted for a while. I didn't want to get her until I got Chuck though, because I did want to debut the two together. And that's one thing I have to note. So far you've only seen us really use the stuff as is. So the models, so the starter sets as they come. We are going to be doing a draft shortly, where we build up official teams and things like that. So that's going to be quite interesting. And what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to do that either as a live Facebook or a live YouTube, maybe both. So that people can actually watch along with us, they can comment and things like that. Maybe make some suggestions as well, so when we're doing our draft, and we're picking for a certain team, and maybe I've picked Chuck, you might be like, I think such and such will go with Chuck. And if loads of people start throwing it in the comments, then that's what we'll go with. But anyway, I'm waffling, as always. You guys wouldn't expect any less from me. So let's have a look. Now, this model comes in a lot of parts, but it is very intricately posed. As always, with it being the TTCombat female models, it's very slender, very worrying to put together and build, but gorgeous nonetheless, as in the model itself. So you've got the head with the upper torso, no arms, and then the hat attaches separately, the Jester's hat. You've got obviously the main frame of the body, at least that's one part. And then the two arms. There's a lot of flash on this compared to others, but you tend to get that when things are on a sprue-based nature. Again, nothing to worry about. These will all be going in a giant bath to wash off any residue and things like that anyway, so... Here she is then, Jester. 2 silver for attack, 2 gold +1 for defense, so she's a very hard to hit character. 2 silver for grapple, and then a dexterity is 2 gold +1. She's coming in at 300k again, so her and Chuck together are a large chunk of your points. Weight of 1, pop of 1, and then a throw of 3, so she's got a better throw. 5 actions, 5 movement. And then again, it's Gamora. She's got a rope move and she's got a turnbuckle, the same as Jester. Now, she isn't, not the same as Jester, she is just the same as Chuck. She is a face, though, so she's got an actual crowd pleaser. All friendly wrestlers from Gamora gain the Fury special rule on their grapple abilities, rope attacks, and turnbuckle abilities until the end of the next round. And then she has a passive, which is Skitter. At the end of this wrestler's activation, it may move 1 additional square in any direction. So that's really, really cool. It means that she can pop in, do something, and pop back out again. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I plan to, where possible, I want to team Jester and Chuck up. And that crowd pleaser works really well with regards to that, because it'll give Chuck Fury, with him also being a Gamora. But yeah, and then our last one, we're moving on to our first ever tag team that we're bringing in. We do intend to be bringing in more tag teams. Again, we want to expand the range, and hopefully, you know, it's popular enough that you guys will get to see everybody and see what everybody can do. You've predominantly seen Alan and I play it. We are looking to get other people to come and play some games as well. Also, we've got some footage from other wrestling companies that we're going to do commentary over the top of, so you'll be able to see how different people play and things like that, because I think it is important. So yeah, as I said, this is a tag team, the first of our tag teams, and these are clearly modelled after the Bushwhackers of WWF/WWE fame in the 80s. And these were more comic relief, but if you've seen any of their stuff elsewhere, you'll know that that's not the case. We're just going to look very briefly at these models. They'll go up on our Instagram and stuff like that more. As you can see, the hands are separate on this, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But, you know, when things are cast, they have to be cast as they can. And the 2 separate cards there, you've got Bill and Bobby. Bill's 3 copper on the attack, 2 silver on the defense, grapple, 2 silver +1, and dexterity of 3 silver. And then Bobby, 2 silver +1 on the attack, 2 silver on the defense, 3 copper on the grapple, and then 3 dexterity on the silver. What I'm going to do is, because this is becoming quite a long video, I'm going to leave that there. We will do the tag team specifically separately, but they are rolling bones, just as a last bit. So I'll leave that there for you guys, and thanks for watching. Oh yeah, but like, subscribe, follow us, and create the dice cards. Hope they smile upon you. Take care, guys, again.